Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Yasser Ahmed. So in this video, we will continue creating vector graphics using Adobe Illustrator. And if you look at these steps here, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a little rocket ship like this. So hopefully if we can follow these steps, we'll have something that looks like mine on this PDF. So if you check out the previous video, guys, what we're doing today is we're going to be using the Shape Builder tool and a combination of other tools to create the rocket ship. Okay, so let's make a start. So if I go to Adobe Illustrator, I first need to select the Shape tool and select this tool here. Make sure the fill is set to transparent. You can click on the fill and choose the transparent option, and you can have the black for the outline. So you can draw the first shape like this. Okay, and if I go over the outline and press Alt, should be able to create a copy of the shape. So you should have something that looks like this. Okay, so now we're going to use the Shape Builder tool, something we used in the previous lesson, to remove the outside shapes. So before we do anything, we need to make sure we select everything. Let's move it into the middle, first of all, both shapes. Okay, and once both shapes have been selected, click on the Shape Builder tool. Press Alt to change that positive to negative and draw over the parts that you want to remove. And we're left with something that looks like this. Okay, let me just click off. And I'm just, by doing that, you have two copies. So I'm just going to delete one of the copies for now. So we should only have one copy. So just check to see how many copies you have. If you have the other copy, just get rid of it for now. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flatten the top part of the tool. So we need to use this second selection tool. So if I highlight the top part like this, or let's just use this selection tool here and highlight the top part, we can click on these circles here just to flatten the top part only. You can also move these handles here if you want to adjust the shape, but we don't want to do that. So let me press Ctrl Z. If I wanted to flatten the bottom part of the shape, you can highlight it and just drag it up. Okay, done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create three copies of this shape, okay? One's going to be like a light gray and another one will be slightly darker. So let's go ahead, just move this to one side like this. And if I go over the line, the outline, and press Alt, you can see we can make another copy. And then over the line again, we can make a third copy. So one of these shapes is going to be like a dark gray. One of these shapes will be like a light gray. Okay, so we've done that now. Okay, just before we do the next part, I need to select the first shape, and actually these other shapes, what we can do is we can remove the outline because we don't need the outline. Okay, and then the first shape, what we can do is click on the outline, properties, and we can increase the stroke, so the thickness. Okay, that will do. Okay, so what we need to do next is we need to position these shapes over the original shape. Okay, so the light gray one will be on the top, the white shape will be on the bottom, okay, and the dark gray should be in the middle. So let's move the dark gray over onto this one here first. And if you click on layers, so the dark gray is going to be actually on the bottom. Let's make the dark gray at the bottom so the outline comes through. The light gray is going to be in the middle. So let's now move that like this. And the original shape, so if you hide these, with the outline is at the very top. Okay. Now what we need to do is we just need to remove part of the light gray to see the dark gray shape from behind. So what we can do is we can use this tool again, this second selection tool, direct selection is called. And I'm going to lock the dark layer. I'm going to lock the top layer. So we're only dealing with, and do you know what? We can hide this as well. And we only just want to see this layer here. I want to make the gray one, dark gray one visible as well because we want to see that from behind. So now what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the side of this shape. And I'm just going to move this, and you can see the shape below is becoming visible. Like if I drag that in like that. Okay, I think that's what we wanted. And let's show everything again. Okay, so what we have is the main layer with 3 sub layers. So at the top, you had this original shape. Then this is a second light gray, and then a dark gray, which is at the bottom. So we're basically taking a bit off this light gray to show the dark gray, which is at the bottom. All right, what I'm going to do is just highlight all of these shapes and just move them into the middle of the page, like this. Okay, so you can see the layers here. Now we just need to take off the bottom part so it becomes flat like this. So again, what we did in the previous lesson, we're going to use the rectangle tool and then a shape builder. So we highlight everything, click on the shape builder tool, change that positive to negative, and highlight even the rocket and the rectangle, basically everything that you want to remove to leave a nice smooth bottom part. I think I've left that part, so I just highlight. Yeah. Right, so what we're going to do next is we're going to draw these lines, and then we're going to add a window. Okay. Let me use the pen tool. Just click on the stroke and select black. Just click down, and if I press shift, you can draw a straight line. And we want to do the same at the bottom as well. Just press shift to draw a straight line. And we want to draw a line going up as well. Like this. Okay. Now I'm going to have a little door panel here as well. Okay, let's click here. We're going to use the curvature tool just to bend these lines slightly. There we go. Looks nice. Let me zoom in a little bit. Actually, I think we do that again really quickly. Pen tool. Because I think it was just overlapping with the outline, which I didn't want. Still not as I wanted, so let me try that one last time. I just want to. Okay, now. Just overlapping that slightly. I just want to do that one last time actually. Do you know what I'm going to do? Take this fill out actually. That's what's messing it up. Right, last time, promise. Yes, that's what I wanted. So it probably was, yeah, the issue was with that fill. Curvature tool, just made that a little bit curved. And this one is well curved. Right, happy with that. So it took a couple of attempts, maybe more. I can't remember now. I wasn't keeping count. Right, now the next thing that we need to do is this window here. So it's going. Looks like we've got two circles. One is grey, and the other one is like a sky blue color. So let's just change that transparent background to like a dark grey, and draw the first circle. Okay, and if I press Alt on it, so let's go to Selection Tool. We can have another circle which we can just resize. Press Shift to maintain the aspect ratio. Yeah, and then let's change that to like a sky blue color. I think that's close enough. And we can position that like that. Okay. Right, the bottom part we need to color in red. Okay. So I think this is being duplicated, these slides. Right, so let's color the bottom part in red now. So we need to go to the pen tool. The fill is going to be like a red. Yeah, that will do. And the outline will be black. And what I want to do is I want to zoom in this time. So let me just click like across like this. And you can see the fill is coming. Just trying to be inside of this this black line. You can zoom in a little bit more if you need to do it again. Not perfect on this side. Let me do that again. So 150 might be better for me. So again, make sure you selected the fill color and keep the outline black. Nearly done. There we go. That's fine. Yeah. You can spend a little bit more time to make it a little bit more accurate, but for the sake of this video, I need to move on to the next step now. So yeah, you can't really tell when you zoom out. Okay, done. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add these final little details on. So let's do the shape here, which we'll have to reflect. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so again, we're going to use the pen tool. Okay, so pen tool, just choose a different color for those inside shapes. I'm just going to go for that one for now. Okay, what we're going to do is highlight this shape. We want to copy it, paste it in front, and then if we go to properties, we want to rotate it. So make sure this bottom right has been selected and flip horizontally. And then we can just move this to the side here. Okay, that will do. Okay, and the same thing you have to do for the legs. You just make one, and then make one leg, and then we just flip it onto the other side. So I'm just going to use the pen tool again. It doesn't have to be exactly as it shows up in the video. Okay, so we've got one, copy, paste in front. So there's another copy there. Come back to properties, make sure it's bottom right has been selected. Let's flip it horizontally. And then we can just move this to the side here. Okay, done. And then the last leg is the one in the middle. Trying to see what this looks like now. Okay, so make a level of that, I suppose. There we go. And you can just use this tool here if you want to just move these like about if you wanted to. Yeah, I think that will do. Okay. And then the last part is that we need to do for this task is, yeah, let me color this top part in, and then we'll add some circles. So what I'm going to do is just, I actually want the same color as down here. So we're going to use the eyedropper tool to select that color. You can see that change. And then we can just use the pen tool again to draw something up here. Just press shift for the straight line. There we go. I didn't go quite to the edge, but it's okay, it's close enough. Right, the circles. Once you've created one, just press Alt and you can create a few more. And Alt. Okay, and just make some little ones maybe. So let me have a look at the picture. Yeah, it's just some little ones going that way. So I'm just pressing Alt to make duplicates of these shapes. And I think we got some bigger circles inside of here. So let me just move that one here. Make this a bit bigger. Press Control Z to go back. Okay, so we've come to the end of this tutorial, and in this tutorial we created a nice little vector graphic which basically represents a rocket. Okay, so we've used a number of tools, techniques within this task. One of the main tools we used was the shape builder tool, and we used a pen tool, a curvature tool, we used to fill the stroke tool. We've had to rotate, flip horizontally, and again, we didn't use the layers as much this time around as we have done in previous tasks. So hopefully this little tutorial was useful for you guys. So this is a vector graphic. Thank you for your time. Please join me in the next tutorial. Thank you for your time. Drop your comments below and please subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you. Bye-bye.